A brick wall is no match for this Kannada action hero. When Calvin Nunn was little, his obsession to become a stealthy ninja kicked in. He says his dad is to blame.
When I was 7, I had my tonsils out, and he bought me this movie called The Three Ninjas. And I watched that movie again and again and again and again, and then watched the sequels and prequels and stuff like that. But and then I asked him, I'm like, Dad, can I do martial arts? Can I do karate or kung fu or something like that? And he'd be like, no, a little later when you're older. And he kept doing that till I was 13. And then finally he relented, and he was like, okay, I'm taking you to a dojo. And he took me to my first dojo.
And now, a decade later, Calvin's claim to fame is martial arts tricking. He practices this underground sport at Carleton University in between his classes. Whoa, let's see that one again.
It's pretty much tumbling how to baby with martial arts. And we incorporated the flying kicks of martial arts, but at the same time all the flips and the tricks that gymnasts use.
After learning Taekwondo, Calvin was ready to kick things up a notch, but no one in Ottawa teaches tricking, so he took to YouTube.
There's one guy in Southern California named Sarathan Wuku, and he was making really big headlines on YouTube, just doing these crazy like stunts and flips, and he branded himself as a ninja, and we're like, we can totally follow this guy. We can be one of him.
And with imitation being the sincerest form of flattery, Calvin set to the task of experimenting with moves, all in an attempt to realize his early dream of becoming a ninja. Then, in 2007, he was the first person out of Ottawa to post videos of his own tricking on YouTube.
The main interest of this is to have fun. Just chill out with your friends. You know, there's a project, you finish it, you get something to remember it by, like, oh, remember that time? Oh, wait, we don't have to remember. I have a copy right here.
The videos on YouTube picked up quite a following, so Calvin posted some how-to tutorials for tricking. Then he started a YouTube channel with friends, and among other things, they produce Vietnamese-inspired mini-movies. Tricking is usually the star of each show, and there's one consistent best supporting act.
Well, okay, in Vietnamese culture, there are a whole bunch of fables about, like, you know, the cheesy hero that comes out, and I guess I use that a lot, like the never giving up. Like, even if you're beaten to the ground, you'll still stand up and fight that one last fight until you're done.
All this showmanship has laid the groundwork for Calvin's next adventure. He wants to own a marketing company and get into television production. And it all came out of a love for kicks, tricks, and twists.
I'm okay.
Okay.